In a small village surrounded by a thick forest, there lived an old woman named Granny Rose. She was kind and gentle, and the animals of the forest loved her dearly. Every morning, she would go into the woods with a basket full of breadcrumbs, seeds, and fruits, feeding the birds, squirrels, and rabbits. They would follow her around, chirping and hopping, as she spoke to them softly, as if they were her friends. One chilly winter day, as Granny Rose was walking through the woods, she came across a small shivering fox. It was alone, and its fur was matted with snow. The fox looked up at Granny Rose with big sad eyes. "Oh, you poor thing," Granny Rose said, kneeling beside the fox. "What has happened to you?" The fox, too weak to speak, simply curled up and looked at her, his eyes pleading for help. Granny Rose knew she couldn't leave him in the cold. She carefully picked him up and carried him back to her little cottage, where she made him a cozy bed by the fire. She fed him some warm soup, and the fox slowly began to regain strength. Days passed, and the fox grew stronger under Granny Rose's care. Soon, he was running and playing outside, joining the other animals who visited her daily. The fox, now healthy, stayed close to Granny Rose, always grateful for the kindness she had shown him. One evening, as Granny Rose sat in her rocking chair by the fire, the fox came to her with a small bundle of berries in his mouth. He gently laid them at her feet, as if offering a gift in return. Granny Rose smiled and patted the fox's head. "Thank you, little one, but you've already given me the greatest gift, your friendship." The fox wagged his tail and nuzzled her hand. He had learned an important lesson from Granny Rose, that kindness, no matter how small, always returns in some way. As the years went by, Granny Rose continued to live peacefully in her cottage, surrounded by the animals who loved her. And the fox, who had once been cold and hungry, stayed by her side, always remembering the woman who had shown him compassion when he needed it most. Moral of the story: kindness and compassion are never wasted. What you give to others, you often receive in return, sometimes in unexpected ways.